Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sing Sunday. It's great to see you. I hope whatever time of day it is, you're having a good Sunday. Whether it's late at night for those of you down under, and hello to Jane and hello to Jeffrey. Whether it is towards the middle of the day, whether it is still technically the middle of the night to all those of you in the North American continent, well, hello. Lovely to see you all. As I say, I hope you're having a good one. Here in the West Country, well, as I was sitting down to start this broadcast, it was definitely grey, grim and grizzly. I think Green Ben from Monday would appreciate the weather here in Bristol today. But as I am speaking, having just pressed start stream on this Homechoir broadcast, I see little breaks in the cloud appearing. I think the Homechoir effect might just be able to break through the grim weather. And if it doesn't yet, well, it will soon. Later on, at some point, folks, the sun will shine. And I hope today's music will put a smile on your face regardless. Now, just let me run through those all-important sound checks. So I need to bring the piano thoroughly back online. Get away with that. Do I have the magnificent acoustic this morning of Patchway Cathedral? I do. Amen. Marvellous. And I need to check my tracks are here. So can you hear Jesu, Meine, Freude? Splendid. I can hear a trainer coming. Splendid. And do we have Jesu Joy? It's all sounding good to me. Do we have the Vivaldi Gloria? Excellent. Right. Well, back to the chat. So, I do hope everyone is having a good one, and lots of people are here chatting away, and I should be right with all of you very shortly. But as always, I want to start by thanking those of you who come along and enjoy these broadcasts later. Eileen left us a message this morning saying, as always, she's going to catch up later on Sunday. I'm sure Dave and Jill will as well. And to anyone who's not able to join us live on a Sunday morning for whatever reason, but catches up with our Sing Sunday, well, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Homechoir. Huge thanks to everyone who is supporting us, in not just in terms of coming along and singing with us, but through generous donations. And we're just so grateful to everyone who sends us whatever they can to help keep this choir going. It is your donations that funds Anna's time and helps me pay for all of this stuff. So thank you so much, all of you, for all of your support. A very good morning to everyone who's watching but isn't necessarily here in the live chat. I'm certain that Helen and Bill are here, and Val as well. So all three of you, a very good, very early morning to you. Hello to Sally and Annie. Hello to Maureen. Hello to Sue and Tony. Hello to Anne and Linda, and to Charlotte and Nikki. Hello to Val. Hello to Katie. Hello, all of you. And then a very good morning to everyone over here chatting away. I'm not kidding, folks. As I'm talking, the grey sky is rolling away, and I'm seeing flashes of blue in the sky. Who'd have thunk it, eh? November the 6th. The Homechoir effect still works. Let's see. I don't know how long it'll keep going. I do happen to remember several particularly very, very dark grey Homechoir broadcasts in the depths of winter over the last couple of years, but we'll see, won't we? Hello to everyone who is here, and I will just see, let's pop out the chat and pop out my participants and see who is chatting away in the comments. So a very good morning to Alan. Hello, Alison. Hello, Annalisa. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Carol. Hello, Caroline. Good morning, Christine. And do give my best to Peter. Hello to Emma. Hello, Jill. Hello, Glennis. Glennis, your concert later on sounds absolutely wonderful. Some Ola Yellow. We love his music here and, of course, on Choir of the Earth. I hope that all goes really well, and all the best to you and your choir. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Irina. A very good evening, Jane. And I hope you and Gossip are having a good one. Hello, Jane. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Linda. Hello, Marion. Hello, Mary. Good morning, Mike and Fiona. Good morning, morning to Michael. Hello, Mike. Hello, Monica. Hello, Nicola. Good morning, Nikki. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Sheila. Sheila, just my first chance to speak to you as you're here live. Thank you so much for Three Little Wraiths. That was great. Absolutely brilliant. We had a huge amount of fun on Monday. Hello, Soraya. Good morning, Susanna. And hello to Hanu, of course. And good morning, Terry. How's Valentine's Park this morning? There we go. So, how's everyone doing? Oh, some lovely comments. Thank you to all of you. And sending us sunshine and sunflowers. Well, that's what else could we want on a Sunday morning? Well, from my point of view, also some rather nice coffee as well. Cheers. Goodness me. What do choir masters all around the world run on? It's good coffee. I've just discovered this Blue Mountain blend. Oh, it's rather nice. A nice light roasted coffee. Plenty of flavour. Not too much of a kick. Otherwise, I'm afraid everything will be double tempo this morning. Molto accelerando. Fueled by molto espressivo. Very, very much fueled by espresso. So, let me see. So, the chat is jumping. Slanchety is indeed, Nikki. Hello to Marion, who's just joined us. Jane says, I'm looking a bit blue. No, that's not me. That's the weather outside. Let's have a look. Can I can I do anything about that with the camera settings? Let's have a look. I can have some fun with the camera settings. Can we warm it? There we go. So I can click a button to change. So this is artificially warming the colour. You can see it now looks a little bit more. I look a little bit more rosy cheeked, and it's giving the impression, the illusion of there being sun outside. Because there isn't. It is definitely clearing though. It's definitely clearing. Well, let's see. How's everyone doing? Emma was in Essex yesterday. Further out there in Colchester. Oh, that's great. Not too far from where my family lives. There's a great zoo in Colchester, as I remember very clearly from my childhood. I remember the first time I ever saw an elephant was at Colchester Zoo. And I didn't want to look at anything else. I was just fascinated by the elephants. I'm sure you can all empathise. Better than green, says oh, goodness me. At some point, I should do a behind the scenes how I made those Halloween videos. Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was me all along. I know, mind blowing. But that green chap on Monday, it was me really. Sorry to burst the bubble. I know. I'll do it behind the scenes at some point because the process is really quite fun. And yes, there was a lot of green clothing involved to make the head float. Exactly. Oh, was that really you? I thought it was a real girl. There we go. That's the power, the magic of filmmaking and technology. Well, look, everyone, we've got some gorgeous music to sing this morning. We've got 2 bits of Bach, not 1, but 2. We've got some Vivaldi, and we've got a couple of train-themed gospel songs. There's so many train-themed songs in our repertoire. I shall have to do a train-themed concert at some point. But in the meantime, do make sure you enjoy this morning's broadcast. You are allowed to. You have permission to. I want you to enjoy yourselves. So do have fun. Make sure you've got everything you need for the session. In particular, a drink of water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Cheers. And, well, I think we should get started. So I'm going to give you a chord. This morning we're going to sing that lovely C9 home choir. I'm feeling in a nice warm mood to counteract the single figures temperatures outside. So nice deep breath. Here we go. And don't you folks sing well? You really do. Thank you so much, and a very, very good morning to all of you. Well, and some of you a very good evening. Some of you a very good middle of the night. Whatever time of day it is. Thank you so much for being here and singing with us on our Sing Sunday broadcast. It's lovely to have you. Let's have a look at what we've got coming up this morning. We'll start in a moment with some Vivaldi, the Gloria in Excelsis Deo from his Gloria in D major. A lovely recording which I put together earlier this year involving not 1 but 2 members of my family, with Katie singing soprano and Anna singing alto. Katie singing soprano, Anna singing alto, and yours truly taking the part of tenor and bass. It's a great little recording. We'll then follow with the first chorus from Bach's incredible motet, Jesu, Meine, Freude. And I keep thinking I must teach the rest of it, but the rest of it It's very long, very tricky. So we'll get to it one day. I promise. We'll do more from Jesu, Meine, Freude, but the first chorale is absolutely gorgeous, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And then the piece that we sung and sent on Wednesday this past week, Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. I want to thank everyone who took part in that recording. Huge thanks to Julie, who's here this morning. Good morning, Julie, for picking up all those recordings and putting them in the box for me. And that means at some point over the next few days, I'm going to start the process of putting those together. There is still plenty of time to sing and send that piece. I want to have a really gorgeous home choir sound. Speaking of which, the Wetherell, Meine, Love is coming together absolutely beautifully. I think it's going to stand as one of the most beautiful things we've recorded to date, which is, from my point of view, exactly what I hoped for. And just thank you, everyone, for all of the hard work that went into that particular recording. You will get to hear it soon, and more on the concert in a minute. So Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring is our third piece this morning. Then we'll pause just for a minute and just reflect on a couple of themes of the day, and then we'll have I Can Hear a Train Comin, which was our new song on Monday, and then Plenty Good Room. Not Monday, the Monday before. The other new song on Monday is not appropriate for Sing Sunday. Let's have a look at what we've got coming up this week. Well, tomorrow we're going to sing a song called 100 Miles, which is a really beautiful little song. It goes, if you miss the train I'm on, then you know that I am gone. You will hear the whistle blow 100 miles. It's a really gorgeous song. I think you'll all thoroughly love it. Then on Wednesday, something a bit different. We're going to learn a catch by Mr. Purcell, and this is a song that he wrote not for the church, not for the stage, but for the pub. But this one is rather more palatable, shall we say, than the other catch we know by Purcell. No belching, no rude words at all in this one. It's just a good sing. So you learn one piece all the way through, and then the different lines weave together. It's a really good piece. It's called To All Lovers of Music, and that is Wednesday's classical and trad session. And then Fun Friday, we're going to learn some more campfire songs, including Algae Met a Bear, the bear met algae, the bear grew bulgy, the bulge was algae. That's a good one. And we're also going to learn I Am the Music Man, I Come From Down Your Way, and I Can Play. What can you play? Find out on Fun Friday. Now, all these details, of course, are in the newsletter, along with news about our upcoming events. Now, Remembrance Sunday is next Sunday, not this week, next week, and we will be singing our traditional Remembrance Sunday repertoire, including Call to Remembrance and Drop Slow Tears. We'll also have Your Gorgeous Ave Verum Corpus, the remastered version, which I put out earlier this year. Then we have the Remembering concert. That's 2 weeks yesterday. So a week this coming Saturday. This will be at St Mary Redcliffe Church here in Bristol. Those of you that can come along and be part of the audience, it will be wonderful to welcome you. And everyone else, we will have a live streaming link that you can watch, and you can see the entire event, including all the beautiful orchestral pieces. There's a movement from Eric's saxophone concerto, which I promise you is one of the most beautiful things you've ever heard. Excerpts from his operas, some of his solo songs, and of course, our home choir performance of My Love. So that will be coming out soon, and all of the details are in the newsletter, so please do make sure you sign up for that. It's completely free, and that comes out every week. Huge thanks to Anna for sorting all that out for us. So let's get warmed up, shall we? Please be upstanding. I'll just glance at the comments and see who's here. Hello to Nicola, hello to Leslie, hello all of you. Good to see you. I just hate to miss anyone who's here. Okay, rolling your shoulders round for me, everyone, please. Good morning to Lindsay. Good morning to Jill. Good morning, Norb. It's great to welcome so many of you here live today, and of course those watching later on as well. Rolling these shoulders round. Excellent. And then up to your ears, please. Deep breath. Breathe out and let your shoulders fall. Rolling the head around. Stretching the muscles. Goodness me. Good morning to Frida. Good morning to Megan. Frida, I'm sorry to hear about the issues in your house. Your son's a mild case of COVID. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope he's feeling better and hope you don't get it. Absolutely. Let's do a bit of humming, shall we, everyone? Okay, a nice deep breath and again and again. of the to Ya and Ya, Ya. Lovely. And let's have a Yaw and Yaw. Tenors and sopranos with me to Ya and Ya, Ya. Something like that. Let's sing happy birthday to Kerry, who is celebrating her special day today. Kerry is a dear friend of mine who used to sing in my choir here in Bristol. She's moved down to Devon and she is, I hope, about to embark on a lovely journey leading a choir of her own. And she's, of course, a fantastic conductor in her own right. So, dear Kerry, happy birthday to you. And we're going to sing for you after 2. 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kerry. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. Happy birthday, Kerry. All the very best to you. So, everybody, how are we doing? Linda says my shirt looks like a priest shirt. Well, yes. Not deliberately, but I've just bought this. I've got 2 shirts just like it because I've got a whole lot of concerts coming up. And it's a nice light linen, which is perfect for conductors like me who tend to turn into windmills when we get excited. So, yes, this is one of my brand new, fresh out of the packet conducting shirts, minus the dog collar. I don't think they'd give me one. I really don't, particularly after Monday. Well, we're going to sing our first piece today, which is the Gloria in Excelsis Deo. This comes from Vivaldi's Gloria. It's an amazing piece. So many choirs have sung it, but it wasn't really in the standard repertoire until the 1960s. Think about that. Think about how many choirs have sung it since, and you think it's been around forever. It was relatively recently discovered and has rocketed through the Ricordi edition was the first version of this that really took off, and it's one of the most popular choral pieces in the world. And you just have to think, Vivaldi, did he know when he was writing it he had a hit on his hands? Probably not, but this is a hit nonetheless. Here is Gloria in Excelsis Deo. Enjoy. don't my family sing well? Aren't they wonderful? Thank you so much to Anna and Katie for providing the alto and soprano parts for that wonderful, glorious Gloria. And what a great way to start our broadcast this morning. Has it worked? The sky is still lightening. There is rain coming down, but I have high hopes that the Homechoir effect will bring even a sliver of sunshine to our morning. Now we're going to follow that with the much promised Bach, and this is a brand new recording of a song that we actually learnt quite some time ago. Jesu, Meine, Freude. No, that's the wrong button, England. So this is the first part of a much longer piece. If you don't know Jesu, Meine, Freude by Bach, I can thoroughly recommend, after this broadcast, just put in the title of this, find a nice performance, and just sit back and just let the incredible music wash over you. There is nobody better, nobody in the repertoire for writing the kind of harmonic and melodic lines of Bach. He weaves these intricate lines like a master craftsman. And this opening melody, which it just goes... This is the chorale. This is the tune that everyone would sing. It's a very, very simple line, very simple, based on the tunes of Martin Luther, but it was Bach's harmonizations of these lines, often getting more and more intricate, more and more complex as the piece proceeds, that gives you this incredible feeling of delight and progression. So we're going to have the first chorale, which we learnt back in 2020. I don't think we've sung it much, if at all, since then. So for some of you, this will be sight reading. If you can make out the dots on screen, here is your score. There is, of course, a link in the description, as always, to a full version. And do listen to the full motet when you have time. But here are your notes. And here is Jesu, Meine Freude. Here we go. See what I mean? Absolutely sublime writing. Everything balanced, everything in support of that melody. Everyone gets something gorgeous to sing. Of course, those of you that know, you're waiting. We will look at it one day, I promise, but it's such a big sing. Let's move on to our next piece this morning. Some more gorgeous Bach. This was our Sing and Send on Wednesday this past week. And it's been a while since we learned this. It was actually the second piece of classical music that we learnt on the channel. The first, of course, was Ave Verum Corpus. We recorded that in October of 2020. It's taken till November of 2020 to look at the next piece, which is, as I say, Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring, a very popular piece around the world. We sang the first verse of it in English, and we will look at it in German, I think, in a future year, maybe do more than one verse. But this particular version, well, for me, it was one of my first real introductions to Bach's music. I was a relatively young singer. I think I was 8 or 9 when I first sang it as a treble. And I remember being absolutely fascinated, not just by the beauty of the choir parts, which are very straightforward compared to some of Bach's writing, but by that mesmerizing melodic line that just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. It's such a beautiful, beautiful tune. My music teacher, Mr. Norris, used to call this the organist's holiday. So let's have a bit of a holiday, everyone, and do enjoy singing Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring. There you go, everyone. Honestly, who else but Bach? I just see in the comments Gloria saying, hubby and me play this as a cello and bassoon duet. I'd love to hear that, Gloria. I think we all would. I think any interpretation of Bach that remains true to Bach's intention, I think Bach himself would love the fact that people are playing, cello and bassoon duets of his music hundreds and hundreds of years later. And yes, that was yours truly playing the organ, though not an actual organ, the magnificent instrument here of Patchway Cathedral, of course. Well, everyone, we're going to just pause for a minute. This is something we do every week. For those of you that have joined Homechoir recently, this is our opportunity to just have a moment of reflection. And you can use this minute any way you like. If you want to say a prayer for people in your life that need your prayers, for your fellow choristers, for your fellow human beings here on this planet, then you are very welcome to. If you just want to bow your head and send your thoughts, your love, your care out into the world, well, then that is absolutely fine as well. And this week, well, I'd like you to think about those people around the world who are heading to Egypt for this very, very important global meeting of world leaders to see what can be done to avert a climate catastrophe. And whether or not you subscribe to the politics of it, there is no doubt our world is in need, serious need of care and understanding and of us looking after it. Far too long has this species run roughshod over this glorious planet of ours. And so I'd like you, if you would, to just think about those who are heading to Egypt and all of us, seeing what we can do to try and reduce the effects of this, and thinking about those who are already suffering from it. Thanks so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Some lovely comments. Nicola, I think, has said it quite right. Just plant some trees. I mean, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but I think, yes, plant trees. Let's soak up as much of this carbon as we can. I like the other, forget Mars. Yes, absolutely. This idea of let's just go to Mars and make it habitable. Why don't we start by making this place habitable, given that it already is kind of? Cheers, everyone. Well, look, we're going to sing two lovely spirituals today. One of them is called I Can Hear a Train A-Comin'. We learnt this one just under 2 weeks ago, just before Anna and the kids and I went off for a break. It's a great piece, and it is about peace. That is one of the key parts of our current lives that I think would greatly enhance this drive, this need to look after our planet. If we could all just get along, and start looking after our planet and therefore ourselves. So this song is a song for peace, and it's called I Can Hear a Train A-Comin'. It's in 3 verses, as you can see here. The second and third verse repeats, just with the first and third line replaced, as you can hear, as you can see on screen. So this one is by Nicomo, who is a musician based around Bristol town. A man after my own heart. So here is I Can Hear a Train A-Comin'. 2, 3, 4. I can hear a train a-comin', well on the line. I can hear a train a-comin', well on the line. I can hear the whistle blowing and the rail begin to hum. With the whisper, with the whisper, with the whisper, with the whisper of a better day gonna come. It's a freedom train a-comin', well on the line. It's a freedom train a-comin', well on the line. I can hear the whistle blowing and the rail begin to hum. With a whisper, with a whisper, with a whisper, with a whisper of a better day gonna come. It's a peace train a-comin', well on the line. It's a peace train a-comin', well on the line. I can hear the whistle blowing and the rail begin to hum. With a whisper, with a whisper, with a whisper, with a whisper of a better day gonna come. With a whisper, with a whisper, with a whisper, with a whisper of a better day gonna come. Great song by Nicomo. The score for that, of course, is in the Homechoir Dropbox. If you fancy having a look through it, you need to be subscribed to our newsletter. It is completely free, but it gives you a link to the Dropbox, and we've licensed scores. We're not able to put these out freely. That's part of the terms of the license. There is, of course, no charge for any of it. Homechoir is free and will remain free, but if you want access to some of these pieces, you need to be a subscribed member so we can keep tabs on how many people are accessing these pieces. It's a great song, and do recommend it to your choir masters and mistresses all around the world. It's a good one. Now, we're going to finish today, one of my favourites, hopefully one of yours too. This is Plenty Good Room on the Glory Train. Another song, I think this one pretty much launched Homechoir. If you think back, we were quarantine choir from March of 2020 all the way through to the end of July. Had a month off to just decompress after everything that had happened between March and July of that year, which is to say quite a lot. And then relaunched as Homechoir for a couple of months before we went back to being quarantine choir when we were back in lockdown. And this is one of the very first pieces that we looked at. And it's kind of evolved from a relatively straightforward, kind of steady kind of song to something that's a little bit more extravagant, and that very much ties in with my character. So everyone, do enjoy Plenty Good Room. Plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. Plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. Well, you're gonna need a ticket if you wanna ride on the Glory train. It ain't gonna happen unless you qualify on the Glory train. But mind what you say and mind what you do on the Glory train. The mighty, mighty powers watching over you. Plenty good room on the Glory train. Plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. Plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. Well, I hear the angel Gabriel shouting all aboard the Glory train. The Glory trains are heading up to heaven's door. On the Glory train, a long golden pathway reaching toward the sun. On the Glory train, a heavenly journey has just begun. Plenty good room on the Glory train. Plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. Plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. Plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. Whoa, plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the Glory train. I kind of like that song, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can tell, but if you could, I hope you enjoyed that one too. What a great sing this morning. Thank you so much, all of you, for your company, for your friendship, and for your support. This choir, well, without you, it's just a bloke in a room in Bristol in a corduroy jacket singing into a camera. So thank you for being here. Thank you for helping make Homechoir what it is. We will be back tomorrow with 100 Miles. Wonderful, wonderful song, which I think you'll all really enjoy, and some more folk music besides. We've got some Purcell on Wednesday. We've got a Campfire classic broadcast on Friday, and then, of course, Remembrance Sunday this time next week. If you haven't recorded the Bach, the Sing and Send, well, consider doing so for us. It's a very straightforward piece. Also, please tell your friends, tell your family. There is no charge for Sing and Send. We want just as many people as possible to take part. If you are in Choir of the Earth, you might want to encourage those people who found the live recording sessions this week fun to come along and have a go, because it is free. We just want a massive choir to sing this Bach for us. whatever you got planned for the rest of today, may it go extremely well. If you're heading to bed in a minute, sleep well. I've seen Jeffrey's here. Jeffrey, I'm sorry you're suffering. A big hug from all of us, and I hope you feel better soon and sleep well. You too, Jane and Gossip. Those of you who are in the middle of your day, have a good one. Hope you have a nice productive time. Those of you for whom it is first thing in the morning or even the middle of the night, strong cup of coffee, and hope your Sunday is absolutely brilliant. See you soon, everyone. Take care. Join me tomorrow. In the meantime, be well. Bye-bye.